I'm a believer that this team's going to win the national championship.
Something stupid is coming out of his mouth.
I don't know. Maybe it's just my age. He needs his vote polled immediately. And of course, yes, a season like this has to have a name.
Let's talk about something good about Justin Frye. What are you doing?
The season of dreams. Ohio State, my guys, are either the best or the second best program in the history of college football.
This guy is a bonehead. They love him.
I question your judgment as an adult. I really do.
I was a total hater. I know that for a fact, and I just don't get it.
Get us back our sleeves.
And say, bring me that. That's the one I want. And welcome into the JUCK Watch Party. The Ohio State Buckeyes versus the Notre Dame Fighting Irish from Mercedes-Benz Dome in Atlanta, Georgia, the Big Bird's Nest, the national championship. Let's set this puppy up, man. Starting with Notre Dame, coached by Marcus Freeman, the former Ohio State Buckeye linebacker in year 3 of his tenure. Started off the season with a banger against Texas A&M from College Station, and they came out and won that game. It was a rock fight, 23-13. Irish were flying high as they came back home in week 2 to take on Northern Illinois, and we had the most shocking loss of the season, maybe, as they fell 16-14 to Northern Illinois. And at the time, I was thinking they made a mistake with Riley Leonard, who looked just putrid that game. And all they've done since then is pretty much beat the hell out of everybody. 66-7, 28-3. Matchup against Louisville in their next big game. Jeff Brom, always a really good offense. Notre Dame beat him up 31-24. It wasn't that close. Stanford 49-7. Georgia Tech 31-13. They played both service academies this year, and they got made fun of quite a bit for that, as they usually do. They were the only team in the P4 to play 4 non-P4 teams, and they got a lot of flack for that. Little did we know that both service academies would be ranked at some point this year. Navy couldn't compete with them, 51-14. Then they mollywhopped Florida State, who was having obviously a horrible year. Virginia 35-14, Army 49-14. And then the big showdown against rival USC to close out the regular season. And that game was close to the very end. The USC offense put up a ton of offense, 600 yards on Notre Dame. And Notre Dame ended up pulling it out 49-35 off of 2 special teams touchdowns. And that's what they do. An opportunistic team, tons of picks, tons of special teams touchdowns. How they beat Georgia. They entered into the playoffs, their first ever playoff game, obviously hosting at Notre Dame Stadium. And they won that one on a cold night in South Bend, 27-17 against Indiana. Then they had their biggest test in years against Georgia. Notre Dame has not beaten a team like that since 1988, the last time they won a national championship. And they went down and took out Georgia 23-10. Huge moment for the Irish. Anything else that happens after that, total gravy. The season was a success for them at that point, but they weren't done. They took on Penn State in the Orange Bowl for an opportunity to make it to the national championship game. Their first since 2012, when they lost embarrassing fashion to Alabama. And they beat up Penn State in a thriller, 27-24, a really great game to secure their spot in the national championship. And tonight they take on the Buckeyes to try to win their 12th national championship in program history. That is 3rd in all of college football. They have the 4th most wins in all of college football, 4th best winning percentage. These guys are obviously one of the top 4 teams in the history of college football. And they're an 8.5-point underdog tonight against the team that's been the story of the season, the Ohio State Buckeyes. The Buckeyes came in as favorites. Them and Georgia kind of flip-flop preseason. These Buckeyes led by a great group of seniors that all came back to compete for 3 goals. We know what those goals are, and this group has failed on those goals. Heading into this national championship tonight, they have a chance to make it all right and leave legends. This team kind of coasted through their first 5 games of the season until it headed out to Oregon to play the most talked about game of the offseason. And they lost a heartbreaker by 1 point out there to Oregon. Followed that up, took a last possession to beat Nebraska at home. And at that point in the season, it didn't feel like this team was coming anywhere close to their capabilities. And then they went into Penn State the following week with a beat-up offensive line, brought in Carson Hinsman for a feel-good story of the year, his first start since Michigan the previous year. And they dominated Penn State to win the game at the end of the game with their offensive line. And that kind of set into motion a real attitude shift and a whole lot of juice. After a Purdue win and a Northwestern win, a showdown with undefeated Indiana, who was ranked, I believe, 5th at the time. The Buckeyes beat them up, and that set up what was supposed to be a cathartic win for the entire state against Michigan in the game. And that obviously didn't go the Buckeyes' way. They entered the game number 2 in the country, and after losing 3 in a row, they lost the game, losing 4 in a row. In the 2.5 weeks between that game and their first playoff game was the nastiest the air has ever been in my Ohio State fandom. A team meeting with Ryan Day, and the team resonated very well as they came out and hosted Tennessee on a very cold night at the Shoe with a ton of Tennessee fans. And Ohio State finally looked like the team that everybody thought we would see this year, totally dismantling Tennessee. First round knockout. It was 21-0, and that's all they needed in the first quarter. The game was over. Followed that up with a rematch against Oregon in the Rose Bowl, the team they lost 32-31 to the first one around. And in the Rose Bowl, it was 34-0 before we could blink. Cruised down to Texas to take on Texas in the Cotton Bowl, their home state, took their best shot, and despite not playing their best game, made it to the national championship, beating Texas. Exclamation point put on by Jack Sawyer, senior that came back, rallied his troops to come back for one more shot. And the Buckeyes got a shot tonight. Their 9th national championship, potentially, first since 2014. And it would complete one of the most unbelievable, odd, weird, and you can use whatever word you want. This run has been insane. From the depths of despair after that Michigan game to catching fire, bringing it all together, and making it to the national championship game. It says a lot about these guys. It says a lot about their coach. It says a lot about their fortitude. I'm proud of these dudes. And this game tonight, I thought we'd be here at the beginning of the season. If there were some times after that, I seriously doubted it. But here we are. And I'm here with a bunch of my favorite folks. I was not feeling sick. Emily's feeling sick. I was not feeling sick at any point this week until maybe 45 minutes ago. And I can barely breathe right now as the national anthem is getting sung. And here we go, guys. Here we go. The national championship game. This is the Buckeyes' 6th national championship game appearance. That is second most since they've been playing national championship games since 1998. Buckeyes are 2-3 in those national championship games, looking to even up the record, make it 3-3. Buckeyes going for their 3rd national championship game of the century. Ryan Day obviously going for his first national championship, and should he win this, Ohio State would be one of just 2 schools whose last 3 head coaches have won a national championship. Jim Tressel, Urban Meyer, Ryan Day. LSU went Nick Saban, Les Miles, Ed Orgeron, and Brian Kelly now has a chance. He's trying to go for their 4th coach in a row. But Ohio State and LSU, the only 2 programs like that. And that says a lot about the program. Should Ryan Day be able to win this? And boy, it would certainly change a lot of things for him. A whole lot of things. And wow. Here we go, guys. My buddy Eric, he's pacing. Yeah, John's going to be standing up all game. He doesn't know how I do it. I'll tell you the truth, but when I'm not doing this, that's what I do. I'm pretty much a pacer as well. Generally don't even like to watch the game with anybody. And here I am with a camera in front of me when I do it. It's been tough. DK says a lot of red in that building. I thought I saw the same thing from the TV. I'm waiting to get a couple pictures from people who are there to see if we're right. Some videos just kind of scanning around. Should be able to see the difference pretty easily. Dave says, sounded good, ready to talk for 4 hours. You know, it was a struggle getting through the 4th quarter last time. It really was. But that was the 2nd day in a row. We went back-to-back days. I think we'll be good tonight. Obviously, depending on how the game goes, right? I mean, If it goes the way we hope it goes, I'll have enough juice to go for 12 hours, which I probably will. What's up, Dave? How we doing, buddy? Dave said the pregame is so long. It really is. You know, they say it starts at 7:30. I don't know. We'll probably kick in 5 minutes, I'm guessing. JR, what's up, buddy? JR says, imagine dotting the I at the national championship. My gosh. It would be amazing. It would be amazing. Lunatic Fringe says the ND fans are loud. I imagine. I mean, Notre Dame, I was a little kid when they last won a national championship game, though I remember it. It's really the first college football, one of the first college football memories I have is them winning that game. And their helmets weren't quite as shiny back then, but their players looked like the beasts. They looked like the beasts on the field every time they took the field. And this Notre Dame team, not as talented as the Buckeyes, but they play great football. They play great team football. They're disciplined. They're incredibly well coached. They got a really good offensive line, though they've been dinged up. Their left tackle at the beginning of the year got injured, ripped his pec. He was supposed to be out the whole year. And he is now healthy and will be filling in for their left tackle, Anthony Knapp, who got injured. So he's coming in. So what we got is not a super experienced left tackle, but a guy that we know is good. He's the guy that was going to start for them at the beginning of the year. Extremely well coached offensive line. They need to run the ball on Ohio State to win this game. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I think the Buckeyes are going to try to force Riley Leonard to throw the ball. My prediction all week has been he's not going to be able to do it effectively enough. We'll see if that happens. What's up, Brad? They started doing that just in the postseason. They've done it a couple times in the postseason, but I guess they've done it all year this postseason, which I'm not fond of. I'd rather they kept it the same myself, but, you know. Yeah. Yeah, Dave. Frank Stamms was a good family friend, actually, on both sides of the family, and that's why I remember that game, because everybody was watching for Frankie. Was how that went. And the Buckeyes, here they come, taking the field. We have finally got a couple of Buckeyes that have both sides of their helmet filled up with Buckeye leaves, finally, as we enter game 16. 13-2 are the Buckeyes as they take the field. Saw Jack Sawyer pumping up the guys in the end zone before the game. He looks amped. Ryan Day's got a fresh haircut. That's always a good sign. Big boy, thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. Yes, we got our proper sleeves. They can call them the heritage stripes all they want. I'm sticking with the proper sleeves. It's just proper. We look right now. Matt, thank you so much for the super chat. Matt says, I had to tell the SO to just stay away just in case. I'm with you, man. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't want any nonsense. And what I really hate is watching a big game when, you know, you get with a party or something and there's somebody who doesn't really know the team and they want to ask a bunch of questions when I'm trying to focus. That really bothers me. Or God forbid, somebody who doesn't know football and just says, look at this guy. Did you guys see this guy? He's got Asian letters on the back of his jersey for his name. It's not anglicized. It's in the Asian. That's pretty interesting. Our buddy Jeff. What's up, bud? Jeff with our first prediction. All right. JJ, a 40-plus yard touchdown, says Jeff. First prediction of the night. We've got triple X, quadruple X, double X. No, not double, single X, medium, single X, and then super big guy shirts. If anybody wants to throw a prediction out there, if I read the prediction and it comes about, you got it. And shout out to our buddy Buck Vader, who won a shirt on our last stream and sent me this picture. looking fantastic in his Buckeyes shirt. Thank you, Buck Vader, our guy. Appreciate you, buddy. A little stat I pulled up. Playoff rushing for Notre Dame, 114 carries, 463, averaging 4.06 yards a carry in the playoffs. Ohio State's rushing defense, 96 carries, just 187 yards, and under 2 yards a carry is all the Buckeyes defense is allowing in this playoff run. That's there's not words to describe how good that is. I mean, I don't know what they are. Aw, hey mom, good evening. How are you doing? Oh, look at this interesting stat here. Jeff says, Juck, he's the second Asian in college football history to have his name on the jersey. That's pretty cool. All right, T, you get this one, buddy. T's got Hendo 60 or more. Does anybody remember how long that was against Notre Dame last year? Brad, you got this one. Brad's got Jack with a strip stack. Buckeyes win the toss, defer. Ryan Day going for that middle eight again. Gotta love it. Oh, I got to take this one. Where's my man here? Montana 808. Ransom deletes another key player. We'll take it. I love it. That's a good prediction. Marcus Freeman, man, that's a fit dude. He looks really good in a quarter zip, doesn't he? Roy says Trey's run last year was 65. It was somewhere thereabouts, wasn't it? Definitely somewhere thereabouts. I played that one on the show. It was one of my first shows, and I didn't realize that you weren't allowed to do that. You weren't allowed to take a clip from TV and put it on. How would they know anyway? Well, they know. However it is they find out, they do every time. Ryan Day talking to Holly Rowe now. Holly Rowe, who had one of the weirder interviews with JJ at Media Day at the Rose Bowl, where she was asking him about his hands. It was just really creepy. Put your hands up to mine. It was really weird. I didn't like it. It's very awkward. JT got both ankles wrapped pretty heavily. Jeremiah Smith has a wrap around his left hamstring. We haven't heard anything about him having a potential hamstring injury, but I did see him run, and he was running full blast. So whatever it is, it's one game. Here we go. Whatever it is. And the kick is coming. A lot of green. Notre Dame fans wearing a lot of green today. There's the kick, and we're underway, guys. If you are not synced up with me when I call plays, like if you're ahead of me, just pause it for a minute so you get where I'm at, and then we'll be synced up. Riley Leonard, 13 wins in a row for the Irish. Dave, I was with you. I thought we might mix it up and take the ball today. Yeah, Freeman does look like he could still play. Here we go. A touchback, and Riley Leonard leads the Irish out for the first possession of the game from their own 25. From the gun. The first play is going to get shut down for a loss. JT Tuimoloau on the tackle. And that's just how we want to start. That is not going to work. In a battle of attrition, as this 16-game season is going to be every year, the Bucks seem more healthy than these guys. Tight end in motion. 2nd and 11. Leonard's going to run it. And that's what the Bucks need to look out for as he gets about 9 yards up the gut. It'll be 3rd and 1.5. That's what they got to do, man. It's all Notre Dame's got. Notre Dame's helmets not matching their pants whatsoever always bothers me. All right, 3rd and 3. Here we go. Leonard will run it again, and he'll get stopped just after the first down. He pushes it another 1.5 yards, and, he's tough. Athletic runner, he's tough. How many times can he do this, taking those hits? First and 10 from the 36 for the Irish. Leonard to pass. He throws it downfield, incomplete. Looks like he had to throw a little sidearm action on that one. Didn't get much of a pass rush on it. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Irish. Marcus' hairline is painted on nicely tonight. It is crispy. Leonard with the snap, a pass complete, and it'll be 3rd and 1 at the 45-yard line for the Irish. Leonard looks poised. These guys look poised. The moment does not look too big for him. Got the cross painted on his face. The snap on first, it's complete. About a 7-yard game for Love. Love made a run against Penn State that was one of the better runs you'll ever see. The dude's a stud. He had the 95-yarder against Indiana. Definitely got to contain him. He's a little dinged up, a little bit of a knee injury, but I think he's moving about 90%, and he's legit. What's up, Billy Mack? How you doing, bud? 2nd and 3 for the Irish across midfield now. Leonard will run it again and get absolutely stonewalled. You do not want to run straight into Tyleik Williams. That's one of those hits that'll wear on you over time. Tyleik drove him into the ground. I like to see the quarterback with his jersey all messed up, coming up over his shoulder pads. No doubt this kid's tough, but look at that. The Ducks fans are rooting for us, guys. 3rd and 1. Leonard will hand it off to Love. Love trying to get outside. Buckeyes stop him short. He lost yardage. Now, Notre Dame is in go-for-it zone here. Maybe. This is a big call for Marcus here. You going to go for this? Beautiful defensive play. Kenyatta Jackson. They will go for it. Huge play here to start. Exactly how we started against Texas, guys. Same exact scenario. Leonard going to run. He makes it. The Buckeyes stopped Texas and took it straight in for a touchdown on 4th right there by midfield. This time, Notre Dame will get this first down. And Kenyatta Jackson got tossed on his rear end. That wasn't good. Yeah, Buck. That's about it, man. How many rushes does this guy have already? 5 on the first possession. Leonard drops back. He looks to run again. No, tucks it back. He's going to throw across his body. He'll get the first down and more. Notre Dame inside the 30-yard line. This is irritating. All right, 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. 9:30 left in the first. Aeneas Williams in motion. Leonard with the snap. He'll throw, and it's a very poor pass, incomplete. Very poor pass. Darius thinks the Buckeyes should have taken the ball. Set the tone. I think they should have stopped him on 4th down at the 50. That would have been great. 2nd and 10 for Notre Dame at the 28-yard line. Leonard with the snap. He'll hand it off to Price. He busted outside and he gets the edge. 9 yards. It'll be 3rd and 1. Damn it. Mitchell Melton almost got him. Great tackle by Caleb Downs. You could just say that and put it on repeat. 3rd and 1 for the Irish. Caden McDonald in the game. Leonard will run it, and he will convert. Notre Dame inside the 15. First and 10 for Notre Dame at the 14-yard line. Now 8 minutes left. So they are running some clock here. Love will get about 4 yards. Second and 8 for the Irish. Leonard's going to run. No, he pulls it. Yes, he is. Oh, he gets about 3 yards. Dang, it looked like they had him back a little. The guy's got a real way of stretching these out. Man, he really does. Paul says they cannot let them do this all night. I don't think they are able to do this all night. This guy's now taking his, I don't know, 7th or 8th hit on the first possession. Third and 3 for Notre Dame. We know what's coming. There he goes. Leonard will take it. Stop short. It'll be 4th and 1. Are they going to go for it on 4th down again? What would you guys do? You're in the national championship game. You got to go for it, right? Especially against this Ohio State offense. I would if I was Marcus. And he will. Here comes Leonard on 4th and 1 inside the 5-yard line, trying to make it a 1st and goal. The snap, he runs it, of course, and he'll get it. And then some. Down to the inches. Oh, man. That, you know what's coming. Look at him. He's beat up already. That's about 8 hits he's taken. He's already feeling beat down. He can't keep this up. How many rushes does this guy have, man? We got to check this out. There we go. 8 already. 8 carries. And he'll run it again. Nine carries. All right, no hit on that one as they score a touchdown. Yeah, you're cool, dude. You're cool. Congrats. Let's see you do that in the second half. Notre Dame takes the lead early. Buckeye 70 says he's clearly in a lot of pain. He absolutely is. Blake says he won't last all game. No chance. No chance. He's already dinged up on drive number 1. And a hell of a drive it was. He can't keep that up. Buckeyes got him into 4th down 2 times on that possession. That's not sustainable, in my opinion. Darius says, Irish have confidence now. Ohio State should have taken the ball first. Noma Revic says, this is the first time we have trailed in the playoffs. Yeah, quarterback power every play. Sure was. And they're going to keep on riding it. 18-play drive. Is that true? I just got a text that was an 18-play drive. My word. That's a lot of plays. What now? Listen. First possession of the game. They ate up a lot of clock, which I can't stand. Time for the Bucks to go score. Time for the Bucks to go score. That's what. It's a national championship. It is all good, guys. Let's have a look-see at some stats on that first one. That first possession here. Riley Leonard passing was 3 of 5 for 31 yards. 9 carries for 34 yards. I want to say he took 8 hits on those 9 carries. Averaging just 3.8 yards a carry. Even with Jadarian Price's 9-yard run, the Buckeyes held him to 3.4 yards a carry there. They converted 2 4th downs. Is what it is. And this is their plan, was always their plan, as Dylan points out here. We got to score if they're taking up 10 minutes. And you got to score. You got to get them off the field on 3rd down and 4th down. One of the stats I was reading yesterday that was somewhat, I don't want to say concerning, but one areas that the Ohio State defense has not been good at in the playoffs is getting off the field on 3rd down. Every team that they've played so far in the playoffs has been better defensively getting off the field on 3rd down than the Buckeye defense. Got to have a good offensive drive here. Give the defense a break. It's a really good point after an 18-play drive. Was that really 18 plays? That's a lot of time banging on the field. And that was all physical play right there. Riley Leonard stumbled to the bench. I like the sound of that. I mean, that sounds rude. I just don't think that's sustainable to do that. So Notre Dame had 13 total rushes on that possession, 3 receptions. Man, that is a long drive. And that's what they got to do. I mean, they're executing their game plan perfectly right now. Let's see what these Buckeyes can do on offense. Thank you, Bobby. Appreciate you, buddy. That's exactly it. Adjustments on the way. Stephanie said 4 years of misery, the Georgia game, and now we make Riley Leonard look like Lamar Jackson. Jeff's very concerned. To me, their O-line destroyed Ohio State's defensive line. I really don't think so, bud. We held them to 3.4 yards a carry. I mean, that's going to work. That's going to work. Joe F. Here's a Ducks fan who doesn't have his emotions invested in this, guys. His opinion after watching the first series is the Buckeyes are going to win by 17 plus. And I'll be honest, there's nothing about that first series that makes me feel any different than my prediction that they're going to win by 2 touchdowns. What they just did there is not sustainable. It's exactly what they needed to do. It is. They're executing their game plan well, but the kid took 9 hits, and it's showing already. All right. Now that we head on to the offensive side of the ball, our buddy Jeff has a prediction of a 40-yarder for JJ. We've got a Travian Henderson prediction of 60 or more from Troy. We'll see if those roll. Anybody else got anything for this first offensive possession? What's up, Ken? Ken's a Duck fan, came in to give us some encouragement. Thank you, Ken. Appreciate you, buddy. Mr. Ohio, what's going on, brother? Appreciate you for popping in. Jeff is losing it. Jeff is very stressed. Looks like Michigan 2021 to him. Yeah, I'm with Mr. Mo here. Leonard's already gassed out and beat up. And he's thrown 2 really bad balls out of his 5 attempts, too. We've seen option number 1. What happens when they got to go to option number 2? Here we go. Bucks get the ball for the first time of the game with 5:15 left in the first quarter. And here comes Will Howard in the Buckeye offense. Will getting up under center. Trey Hendo, here we go. 6 yards right off the rip. And he was just a smidge from popping it for a little more. We got a lot of records on the line tonight for some Buckeyes. The Mecca needs 3 receptions to become the Buckeyes' career-leading receptions leader. 95 yards to become the all-time Ohio State yards leader in receptions, or in receiving yards, passing Michael Jenkins. KJ Hill has the receptions record. On second down, another one to Trey. Bounces a couple too many times and gets brought down for no gain. And it'll quickly be 3rd and 5. Denzel Burke making the start tonight broke Luke Fickle's record for defensive all-time starts in a career with 51 starts. That's a whole lot of games played for Ohio State. Here we go on 3rd and 5. Brandon Innes in motion. Will in the shotgun. He gets the snap. First down, J.J. Smith. 6-yard pickup. Right on the money. Perfect ball. Perfect timing. And if J.J. wasn't as strong as he was, might have been able to bring him down. Made that a little closer than it was. I love getting him involved early. Gosh, these stripes look gorgeous on those sleeves. Oh, gosh. Why anybody would change from that, I have no idea. Here we go. 1st and $10. Howard drops back, completed to G. Scott. Oh, G takes on a tackler and turns nothing into 6 yards, 5 yards. Great job by G, who's had one hell of a playoffs. G's last game as a Buckeye. Seth McLaughlin rocking a mustache, looking awesome. Here we go. 2nd and 6 for our Buckeyes. Hand off to Trey with a good move and a burst. He gets the outside. He's to the 50, to the 40-yard line. Big one for T. $18-yard gain. Man, that was all T. Oh, that was all T. Best back on this field. Trips right. Get out to Quinshawn. 10, 15-yard gain for Quinshawn. A beautifully designed play. Hey, Aunt Peggy. Bucks ball, first down at the 25-yard line, trying to answer fast to Notre Dame's long drive. What's up, Ken? How we doing, buddy? Direct snap to JJ. Oh, the Buckeyes will lose 5, and they were not fooling anybody on that one. Getting a little too cute, man. That was poor timing on that right there. Poor timing. And that's I don't like that at all. You got to score a touchdown here, and I don't like that one bit. 2nd and 15. Put you behind the sticks here. Will Howard drops. Oh, beautiful. First catch for Emeka. Going to bring up about 3rd and 4. Emeka's so smooth, man. That's 1 reception, 2 more away from the all-time record. Third down. Will's going to run it. He'll cash it in. First down. John says, I gambled and lost, Juck. Sold my 6-ticket allotment for a nice profit. Listened to Burt Carton and drove to Atlanta to score a get-in ticket when the prices crashed. They didn't crash. No, John. They were never going to crash on this one, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm happy you made a couple of bucks, though, but One-legged Willie got him. The turf monster strikes again. It's amazing when you watch this guy's highlights from Kansas State. He looks like, he looks like so much of a better runner. Billy Howard can't help but fall. I got to watch that one again. I mean, it's really comical at this point. I'll tell you what's not comical is that the first quarter is done. It's over. We've not even completed our first possession. That is playing right into Notre Dame's hands right there. Vinny V says, whoever said Will Howard was a running quarterback, I don't know what they were on. I swear, bro, if you watch some of his highlights from Kansas State, the dude looks amazing. He really does. We're talking about a guy who's busted off 60 and 70 and 80-yard touchdown runs. I don't get it. Yeah, several long runs. Big boy, thanks, brother. Will Howard falls more than Alicia Keys. Yeah, I'm with you, Jordan. I would have liked to score before the first quarter ended. I mean, it's not often that you finish a quarter and you haven't had a full possession yet. And to be honest, this Buckeyes possession moved pretty quick. That was a hell of an opening possession by Notre Dame. A frustrating one, but right now, defense is getting some good rest on the sidelines here. They've been off the field for what feels like 20 minutes real time. And they are set up, as Ryan says here, to win the middle eight. So what would be real nice is to come out here and get them off the field offensively quick after we score a touchdown. Dave's all for stacking the box. Our corners can handle their receivers. I mean, not just that. This guy just missed, out of his 5 throws on the first possession, he missed 2 of them by a wide margin. And he's getting beat up at the same time. He's not that's not going to help his accuracy any, and he's already not so hot. Absolutely not. Not this early on in the game. Casey asked, did Riley look this gassed against Georgia or Penn State? No, not in my opinion. That was a whooping he took on that first possession. Here we go. Back from commercial finally. First down for the Buckeyes to start the second quarter of the national championship game. Will Howard the snap. He'll hand it to Q. Q makes a man miss. He picks up about 5 yards. Great first down run. Not only does the Buckeye football team have the best uniforms in all of sports, the best damn band in the land has the best band uniforms. They look fantastic. Second and 5 for the Buckeyes on the second play of the second quarter. G. Scott in motion. Will Howard under center. Play action to Q. Over to JJ. JJ's going to go. Touchdown Bucks. Jeremiah Smith. Nobody in front of him. To victory. We'll cheer you as you go. Totally busted coverage by Notre Dame. Totally busted. Gotta love it. I think he just scored anyway. Nancy. Yes, I will announce the time on the clock. The next time it gets live. Right now, I'm just watching replays of Jeremiah's touchdown. So then when you hear my time, you just pause yours until you sync it up like that. You feel me? Nick says their quarterback can't throw the ball. He is not the most accurate guy, for sure. Time to get these guys off the field. Paul, I'm as live as I can get on my feed, buddy. It's interesting. Like last time we did this, my feed was ahead of everybody else, so I had to pause and get back to where they were. So if I'm behind you, just hit pause for 10, 15, 30 seconds, whatever it is, so I'm not behind you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they totally busted that on the right side. It was a beautiful play call. That looked really good. It's a great point. I mean, we knew that for sure, right? There was no way JJ was going to have 2 games like this in a row. Like he had at Texas. No way. I'm totally with you, Stephanie. Absolutely. Be a top 10 wide receiver of the NFL right now. That was a really nice play call. Really nice design. JR reminds us that Indiana scored on their first drive too against Ohio State. Let's see what Knowles cooks up. You know, we knew this was going to be the situation. We knew this was going to be what they were going to do. This guy was going to run the ball. He ran the ball 18 times against Penn State. Penn State held him to just 35 yards. He ran the ball 14 times against Georgia. They gave up 80 yards to him. Travion Henderson on that offensive possession with 3 carries for 24 yards. Will Howard was 5 for 5 for 46. Amazing. He's been so doggone accurate this year. It's just wild. That was the big knock on Will Howard coming to Ohio State. Guy can't throw the deep ball. He's not very accurate. That was his thing. And he is breaking accuracy records at Ohio State, which has basically been QBU for the last 15 years. All right. We just got the kickoff, and I'm at 14:10 on my feed. Kevin doesn't like Riley's body language. I like the sound of that. All right, 3 and out incoming. Let's see it. Oh, let's have another commercial break. They're going to kill us tonight, guys. It's the national championship. They're going to get us. They're going to get us with these ones. We had in the college football playoff era, the most watched national championship game was the first one, Ohio State and Oregon. Now they've got Ohio State and Notre Dame. There are a lot of eyeballs on this, and these commercials weren't cheap. That's for sure. Yeah, Dave, I know. They got to pay the bills. They got to pay the bills. These poor guys. They put out a lot of money to carry this thing. Adam with the heart rate in the 120s, man. I'll tell you, my nerves have calmed now that we've seen some football, almost like I took my first hit of the game. I was a mess when we came on live. I was a mess. And I wasn't all week, and I wasn't all day. About an hour before the game, I texted my buddy and said, all right, it's hit me now. It's hit me now because it was weird. Usually when we play in these massive games, 2 days prior, I'm already like feeling it in my chest, anxiety. And I wasn't. And I thought that was a bad sign because it's the same way I felt before the game this year. And I usually always feel those nerves before the game. But I didn't this year. And I thought maybe there was a correlation there and it was a bad omen. But I felt them, so never mind. It's off. Oh, there we go. See, Nick's been watching me to calm down. See, I was proud of myself how chill I was all week. Here we go. Let's see what the Buckeye defense can do on Notre Dame's second possession. 14-10 in the half. Riley jumping to get his blood flowing. About to get beat up. Bucks send 5. Bucks send 5. Incomplete. Look at LJ. I love it. He is into it. 2nd and 10. We got a whistle. It's going to be 2nd and 15 for the Irish. That's nice. That is real nice for an offense like them. Will Howard trying to pump the crowd up. They shouldn't need pumped up. It's a national championship, man. Second and 15, 14:03. The snap. Here comes Sonny up the gut. Wow. Will Howard completes it. Was that Cody up the gut? Or was that Sonny? It was Cody. Cody whiffed. But we got a flag. Holding. That's, yeah, all right. This drive is officially killed for Notre Dame. He sure did. Held Tyleek. Beautiful. Let's go. Let's go. I'm surprised he was able to sidestep Cody like that, though. That was a pretty damn good move. The Irish are back inside their 10. It's 2nd and 25. And they're just going to try and get a little more room to punt this ball. Quick handoff, and they'll gain 1 yard from Jadarian Price. It'll be 3rd and 24. As the Bucks are going to get off the field on that 3 and out that we were hoping for. Hell yeah. Hey, I didn't even realize that, guys. Yeah, we got a hold. We got a hold call in the national championship game. You know what? It was worth it all now, right? It was worth it all. Not getting it all year if we got this one here. Though I think we were going to stop them anyway. 3rd and 23. Riley in the shotgun. The snap. Jack almost got to him. He'll dump it off out to the 20-yard line. Lathan Ransom fired up. Notre Dame's going to punt. Ohio State will get their second offensive possession here as we are in the second quarter with 12:55 left in the game. Notre Dame cannot get behind the sticks. Jim Knowles sent pressure on 1st down. The incomplete on first down put him in 2nd and 10. Then a false start. Then a holding call with pressure again. Sent pressure on first down. Then on the second down. No, on second down. So the adjustment was to get super aggressive, and I love it. Buckeyes get called for a hold on the punt return. They had to give it back to him. They couldn't let us just have it by ourselves. When we get back from commercial, the Bucks will have a chance to go up in the game. And if Notre Dame gets behind, things change considerably. If they get behind 2 scores, it's over. Foot on the gas, T. I'm with you. No cutesy stuff either. I don't want to see a direct snap timing operation like they did there on the 25, man. Gosh, that almost killed the drive there. That would have sucked. Riley Leonard now 4 for 7 for 39 yards. Four different guys with receptions so far. They're averaging 3.3 yards a carry, so that goes down. That's not going to cut it. That is not going to beat these Buckeyes. So here we go. All right, Jeff feels better now. Joe F reminds everyone not to forget to like the live. And I'd also like to remind you that if you're someone who really likes helmets, we've got a new sponsor here at JUCK on Bucks named Green Gridiron, where you can get all your favorite helmets, custom helmets, whatever you want, from inexpensive helmets, mini helmets, full-size helmets, to helmets with rubber bumpers all jazzed out, really cool ones. Like 16 different options for your favorite team, whoever that may be, most likely the Buckeyes if you're here, but also the Ducks, like our friend here, Joe F. And that description is in the link of all my videos for Green Gridiron, so check them out. Our new sponsor here at JUCK on Bucks. They sell helmets. They thought I'd be a good fit. I said, I think you're right. Lanny, what's up, buddy? Welcome to the show. Here we go. Buckeyes offense back out on the field. 12-21 in the half. 1st and 10 from their own 25. A handoff directly to Emeka Egbuka, and he's going to get 10 yards. Woo! 11-12. Ball got swiped at, and it was real close to popping out, it looked like from my angle. First down, Buckeyes. KVA in the game for Notre Dame, number 27. Total stud freshman that we almost got. Play action. Will drops back. He throws it downfield, complete to Carnell Tate to about the 32. 32? No. With the 32. The 48. I'm all twisted up here. Great route from Carnell Tate. Love getting him involved. We've seen all three wide receivers involved now on the second possession. Will Howard from the pistol. He'll hand it off to Travion. Travion, ooh, he busts out of 2 tackles and turns nothing into about a 3-yard gain. Trey's looking sharp tonight. What a difference when this guy's fully healthy. What a career. He entered the game needing 60-some yards for 1,000 yards, and so did Quinn. Both of them needed about 60 for 1,000. Will in the gun. He's going to throw it. Another completion to Emeka. Makes the move in. He couldn't make a whole lot happen. It'll be 3rd down for the Buckeyes in about 5.5. Big play coming up here. If they don't get it, big decision from Ryan Day from this field position. Snap to Will. He's going to throw it. He's going to run it. He's got a wide open. He's 1st down, Bucks, and more, down to the 30-yard line. Wide open. Look at that. Love it. Happy that he's going to take that tonight. Didn't even fall down. He slid intentionally that time, guys. First down from the 32 for the Buckeyes. 9:08 left in the second quarter. The snap to Will. He's going to throw it. Swings it out, completed to Emeka Ibuka, and he's going to get 10 yards, and bam! Deliver the blow to Christian Gray, the cornerback that picked off Drew Aller to win the game in their last game. Ooh. Emeka breaks the record, 202. That was a good one to break it on, too. What a day to break it in the national championship. Got to love that for Mac, man. Got to love that for Mac. Yeah, he sure was. He laid it on that one. Takes over KJ Hill in all-time receptions. And he's got a shot the way he's cooking here to break the all-time yardage record tonight as well. That record held by Michael Jenkins. I think he needed 95, and he currently has 27 here in the second quarter. So not quite on pace, but definitely a shot, as he is now about 68 yards away from the all-time receiving yardage record as well. And pretty cool to enter your final game being the national championship and have an opportunity to break both of those records, but just to break one, to be number one on an all-time receiving record at Ohio State with the run of receivers we've been on, and even some of the big-time ones we had in the past. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. And a guy that honestly not gotten maybe been underappreciated. He's never been the most flashy guy, but really awesome. Zach is feeling really confident right about now. I'm feeling pretty damn confident as well. That last defensive possession made me feel really, really good. The offense, hey, this would be 2 for 2 if they can capitalize here. Converting on third down. They're looking sharp on offense, looking real sharp. Yeah, KJ Hill would have known that record. I was at the live Menace show, and they put me on the spot to do trivia, and I actually got it, Stephanie. I nailed it. They wanted the top 5 in receptions, and I got the first 4 in order, which was it made me look like I was some like encyclopedia. It was educated guesses. I definitely didn't have, but it really sounded sharp, man, to get KJ Hill at number 1. Oh, they're showing Lou Holtz on the screen. Boy, does this guy get some serious run when Ohio State plays a big game, doesn't he? Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Bucks at the 20. Bucks line up back in the pistol. Hand off to Quinshawn. He'll fight for 2 yards. Second and 8 for the Buckeyes. 7:48. Will Howard to pass. Another catch for Emeka. 2 yards shy of the first down. Will's just taking what he's got given to him, and it's great. Third and 2. Here we go. Will's going to run it all the way, and he's going to get it. First down, Bucks. 1st and goal from about the 8 coming up. Good guard, good block by Seerveld, pulling around. .626 left in the second quarter. Handoff Quinshawn. Stiff arm. Touchdown, Quinshawn. Boom. Luke Montgomery talking all that. I love it. That kid's going to be a real leader and a stud for this offensive line coming up next year. Beautiful stiff arm by Quinshawn. Boy, he made it happen there. Fights through a tackle. I don't understand the cutting the back of the pants the way these guys are doing all of a sudden. It's driving me nuts. It's a sloppy look. I don't get it. Two great scoring drives. Absolutely. Smash and dash, baby. Yeah. Destroyed him there. The junkyard dog. JR says Urban Meyer's proud of all this quarterback power tonight. He sure is. That thing is beautiful from that sky cam. I love it. .846. So the game kicked an hour ago, and we've got Buckeye 70 saying crazy that we're almost at the half. And it is. We're cooking with gas here. We're moving fast. We're moving fast. All that means is more commercials for us. Big Boy says Herbie's being a Buckeye on TV tonight. You got to be kidding me. Well, there you go. When it's convenient for him, huh? When it's convenient. Emeka Egbuka with 4 receptions now for 33 yards. Jeremiah with 2. Quinshawn, Carnell, and G. We're spreading it around. Will's taking what he's given through 2 possessions. Travion Henderson with 4 carries for 26. Will Howard 3 for 19. Quinshawn 3 for 16 in his touchdown. Buckeyes averaging 5.8 yards a carry to Notre Dame's 3.3. Notre Dame's got to get something going here. If the Buckeyes can get this thing back and get another possession here in the first half, that would just be splendid. Oh, no. The bots have caught us, guys. The bots have caught up. Let's hit the like button, everybody. Let's go ahead and hit that like button. No, you're right. They don't. I'm just talking from their standpoint. They got to get something going to if we get the ball back quick and get another opportunity. This is pretty amazing though, guys. We've had that was our second offensive possession. Second offensive possession. And there's only 6:15 left in the half. That's pretty wild. So when we did this a couple times, like for Penn State for the Orange Bowl, they try to get you to come to their stream, I guess, and they keep catching you, and we're gonna see them, and we just keep kicking them. It's really obnoxious. Big Boy paid $2 to say, why are there only 81 likes? I would love to know that. Why are there only 81 likes? We got 747 people watching right now, only 81 likes. If you're watching on Twitter, please retweet. And if you are watching on YouTube, please like. Oh, there we go. It's popping up. Here we go. Let's go. Let's get it. Jack's jersey looking good on the wall. Heck yeah, it is. Here we go. 6:15. Irish with the ball from their own 25. And they're going to run it. They're going to get 5. Riley Leonard is going to take some punishment every time. Laylo, what's shaking, brother? How we doing? Thanks for popping in and joining us for the national championship game. 2nd and 5 for the Irish. Riley in the gun. He's going to pass it this time. Pressure. JT got him. Almost. He throws it away. It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Irish, and this is a big 3rd down here. JT just abused that kid. JT's been so good in the playoffs. All the crap this guy's taking, man. I love it. Here we go. 3rd and 5. From their 30. Mitchell Evans in motion. Bucks are going to get this sucker punted back to him. Here we go. Oh my gosh. You snapped it at the wrong time. They snapped the ball right into Mitchell Evans from Wadsworth, Ohio. You cannot make that mistake in the national championship game. I don't know how that happens. Hey, we're praising these guys for playing disciplined, sound football, and you do something like that. Brandon Innes returns the punt, and he'll lose a couple yards on that return. John says, Chuck, what do you do for your real job? I am in the restaurant business for my real job. And for fun, I stream on YouTube about the Buckeyes. Here we go. Bucks with the ball back. Let's go. JJ with the reception, and he'll get about 3 because he's so doggone long. Would have been 2 for anybody else. BC says, Kirk with that expert analysis that could have been a turnover. In fact, it really could have been. Second and 8 for our Bucks. Here we go. Option. Pitches it out. It'll get nothing. Oh, 34. He's got an attitude. He's one of just 2 kids on their roster from Indiana. Third and 7 and a big 3rd down for the Buckeyes with 3:38 left. Wheel drops back. Yes, completed to Brandon Innes. Brandon Innes catches one for a 1st down in the national championship. I love that for him. Hell yes. BI, baby. He'll be starting next year. Great route. Oh, he cooked him. I mean, straight line speed, he's not great, but boy, he can get out of a route fast. Oh, look at Will. He's got that swagger, man. Has he thrown an incompletion yet? Oh, that was Will all the way, and they sniffed it out. 2nd and 11. Bucks at their own 40. We are close to the 2-minute warning. Flip it out to Hendo. Another good run by Trey. Picks up 5. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Buckeyes at their own 45, coming back from the 2-minute warning. Riley Leonard's cross has turned into a big black smudge all over his face, and it's not a very good look. Riley Leonard pointed out this week earlier to the press that these are the two most religious teams, and God's been looking out for them. Nice to see BI get some love. I'm with you, bro. That was really cool. He's 11 for 11. Will's 11 for 11 now. Wow. In the national championship game, throwing winks to the sideline, man. Things are looking good. Yeah, I caught that wink. That was something. Ennis is great. He's a great leader. He's got a great attitude. He's tough as nails. Love him. Really, really love him. Yeah, I'm with you, Ryan. That was an awesome route. He cooked him coming out of that. Emily thought Will's wink was cute, winking at us. Go up 21-7 with the ball coming out to start the second half would be absolutely enormous. Especially, coming off that first possession where Notre Dame did exactly what they wanted to do. Eat up a ton of clock, an 18-play drive all the way down the field, ending in a touchdown. And in a drive that, the way there was 2 4th-down conversions. It's not sustainable. It's not. And we've seen not great offense from them since, great defense from the Buckeyes since. Yeah, and as Dave points out, a field goal here is 17-7, getting the ball coming out. So either way, you're looking real good. But I would love points. Troy with a little more Ennis love. Such a great ambassador for Buckeye football. Good to see him get some time. Great to see him get the catch. Look, he had the huge catch against Penn State too. One against Penn State. It was a big time one. That was a huge conversion right there in the national championship game. We're talking about a guy in his second year was voted onto the leadership council of the team. That's how much respect he gets in there. Really wanted that kick returner job, punt returner job. All right, 3rd and 7. Coming out of the 2-minute warning. Will to pass. Yes! Carnell Tate. Will with another completion, and that was all Carnell. Beautiful. Oh, I love that. The way people talk about Carnell Tate is like, he's just nobody knew about this guy, just some pretty good third. You can't sleep on him. That dude was a stud. Always has been. Will 12 for 12. Back to pass. Well, look out behind you. And they're going to get him. Dropping for a 2-yard loss. 1:23 left. At least he didn't fall on his own that time. Gosh, guys. Will Howard's having a great game in the national championship. Everybody around the country's watching. They trashed Will Howard so much all year. This would be so cool. Like, what could you possibly say about him now? They'll find a way, but just because it's Ohio State and they love to hate. But my gosh, the dude's been phenomenal. Second and 13 for the Bucks. 1:25 left. They're bringing pressure. Will gets it out. Caught by JJ. First down, JJ. Delivers a blow. It's a really good catch by JJ. Man, they don't want to tackle him. They don't want to tackle him like that. 119, first and 10 Bucks. 23-yard line. Will to throw. Oh my gosh! I thought Trey caught that. Oh, wow. That was a really good play by Watts and by Trey. Oh, that was so close. Great play by both of them. 1:12 left, second and 10. Will's going to take off to the 20. First down. Hand off to Trey. Trey makes a man miss. Trey down to the 5. 50 seconds. Clock running. Second and 4 from the 6. 30 seconds. Play whistle dead. What's this flag? Timeout. Okay, no flag. Yeah, no flag. That was I thought we were getting a 5-yard penalty there. That would have sucked. Man, this is so big right here. So big for this. for this game. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Numerivics points out that Trey and Watts, after really a great play by both of them, dapped each other up. That was pretty cool. Couple of Sunday players. All right, 33 seconds left. Will's throwing. He's running. He's throwing. Touchdown. Quinshawn gets wide open. Boom. Bucks are going to take a 21-7 lead. Notre Dame fans so sad. Bucks will get the ball coming out of the half. That drive went as perfect as it could have gone. Absolutely right. Going to give the ball back to them. No time left. And set up again. The Buckeyes once again win the first four, that middle eight that they always try to win. That's a big check. Got to come out of the half, win that second. And it's nothing but a celebration from that point if you get up 21 on these guys. They're not capable of coming back from that. Howard on a mission. Ugh. I cannot stand it. It's like, they practice in the shorts and they get so used to it. Now they're coming and cutting the back of their pants because they can't stand the feeling of the football pant, which is already, it's already cut above the knee now. It used to go below the knee. It's already cut above the knee. I saw Jack did it last week. Will getting his throwing arm. Looks like he must have got some rug burn on the elbow there. Getting some alcohol swabbed on that guy. Great point, Mega Mac. Howard silencing every narrative, especially that clown Malik Zaire. And Leonard will swing it out. JT with the tackle, and I imagine they won't snap it again here. They're not. That'll be it. That'll be the half. 21-7 Bucks. So 28 total points in the first half. The total was 45.5. Roy says Bucks absolutely dominated since that first drive. Cocaine Day has arrived. I think when we look back at that first drive, it really wasn't as bad as it appeared. That's just like one of those death by 1,000 cuts. Everything that could have gone right went right for him. Picked up 2 4th downs. Marcus saying we got to relax. I don't think that's the problem, Marcus. I don't think it's about not being relaxed. It's not crazy to think that Will might be the best quarterback in this class. I think that was just some rug burn on his elbow. They were rubbing down. Looked like just cleaning out the wound. He's not wearing that that stuff that protects you from that on your elbows. Ugh. Richie, what's up, brother? Joe F had 38-13 before the game started. That's looking good. I saw a lot of that, a lot of 38-17-ish. I never really gave a score, I don't think. I just said I think the Bucks will win by a couple touchdowns. But if Ohio State scores this first possession coming out, we're partying. 30 minutes away from a national championship, John. 30 minutes away from a national championship. 30 minutes. What a flipping season, man. What a crazy season. And I look back and I was watching some of the pregame shows and the postgame shows that I've done. I've done one for each for the entire season. And, just the different attitudes and things we were thinking about as we entered each game, kind of the talking points before, and then how we were feeling after. Been a lot of ups and downs. There's been a lot of negativity. There was a lot of these guys just didn't look like we thought they would look early in the season. Despite the score a lot of times being what we thought it would end up being, this didn't feel like the dominant force we thought we had. It's not all gone like we thought it might. But my gosh, are they here and 30 minutes away from a national championship? Which, there were definitely certain points in the season where there was a lot of people that thought not a chance. A lot of negativity and, of course, dealing with the game and everything. But the story, should they do this, is one of the craziest turnarounds and craziest, like, from the depths of despair to national championship we've ever seen. And that it's going to be so memorable because of how low it was that 2.5 weeks after the game and people not going to the Tennessee game. Some Buckeye fans actively rooting for them to lose. It's going to be so memorable because of that. And it's a unique college football story here that we're 30 minutes away from. Incredibly unique. Shay says, if that's what it's going to take for Notre Dame to score, running their quarterback into a brick wall 10 times like a crash test dummy, I'm good with it. Especially now that, they're down 2 touchdowns. That's not the recipe. Buckeye says, LeBron's jacket is so fire. I didn't notice his jacket. I just saw his hat. Dylan, you should be. Dylan's still nervous for the second half, but it's a national championship. I get it. KC, unfortunately, we some bad news on the t-shirt front. We were working with a company called Columbus Apparel, and Columbus Apparel is going out of business. We don't currently have the shirts to like, it's not set up for, they had it, you could get the shirts through their website, and now I don't have any way to facilitate that at the moment, but I'm working with a new company, and I'll definitely let you guys know when I get some new stuff. J-Buck had 42-10. Yeah, Bucks with me, 28-7 game set match. We're partying. And this is a really good point by Paulie Walnuts. Ohio State much better in the third. Hope the Buckeyes get it done for all the JUCK eyes. Thank you. Thank you there, Duck Eye. Appreciate it. Troy V, he's wearing his JUCK on Bucks hat. We're at the whole playoffs. It's his good luck charm. I'd have to agree. I'm really enjoying this season hearing Nick Saban's thoughts on things. I just love to hear him talk, to be honest. So does my wife. She's always had a crush on him, which has always bothered me. Certainly bothered me like early era Alabama that she had a crush on Saban when I hated him back then. But much like Belichick, I came around, and started appreciating him and his greatness. And I did a total 180 with both of those two. But, she'd always go, ooh, Nick Saban. It would just make me so flipping mad, dude. So mad. Adam, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you so much for saying so. Appreciate all you guys for tuning in. If you're not subscribed to the channel, we are really close to a really important goal for me. So if you're not subscribed, if you could, that would be awesome. We are now 9 days away from the 1-year anniversary of JUCK on Bucks, and really getting close, inching along to that 10,000 subscriber goal that I mean, it wasn't my original goal was 100, but as things evolve, I thought, man, that'd be a really cool mark to hit. And like, it's timing up so close that it might happen or it might not. If it doesn't, whatever, but it might, and it'd be really cool if it does. So if you're not subscribed, if you could do that, that'd be awesome. If not, whatever, man. I appreciate you guys being here. Hey, I appreciate that. 1,000 times better than listening to Herbie, though I did hear from somebody else in the chat that Herbie has got his scarlet socks on today. So, you might want to tune in. Mr. Ohio says, Buckeye Nation, let's love Day and his family and keep them here. I think, dealing with fans like us, man, we are certainly reactionary, certainly hard to deal with when things aren't going right. But there is nobody that loves and honors harder than when you do right. And like Ryan Day wins this and he's 30 minutes away from it. It is going to be really, really good for him. And he's going to feel the love like he's never felt it before. And it doesn't go away once you win a national championship. It really doesn't. You will feel some irritation here and there, but it'll never be close to what it was before, because now you've shown everybody, number one, you gave them that, that's like I always look at it like the team gives us a gift, man. When they win a national championship, it's like that team, that coach, they gave me something that nobody can ever take away. But on top of that, like once you do it once, you've shown you're capable of doing it again, which earns you grace when you screw up or when your team doesn't, when things don't go well. It earns you grace. And he'll notice a difference the next time things aren't going good. It'll be nowhere near as bad as it was before. But honestly, he just experienced the worst he'll ever experience in that 2.5 weeks after Michigan to Tennessee. It'll never be that bad, ever. Not after this run. He's not after this. And obviously you could lose this game, but even just this run we've already been on, I was saying that before tonight's game. It was it was pretty magical. It was pretty magical. It was, again, I felt like they gave that to us. That was a crazy fun time. We were the talk of the college football world. Like it was cool as hell. And I don't think he'll ever feel any kind of grief like he felt in that 2.5 weeks again in his coaching career. I'm not even going to get into next year, but I think that should they win this game, things change for him as a head coach, and whatever mental block, whatever weird thing he's got going on, like, I think it's over. Caveman, thank you so much, buddy. Desmond Howard not happy. I don't watch Game Day. I don't watch it, number one, because I think it sucks. And since I found YouTube about 1.5 years ago, all the college football creators and shows, it is so much more entertaining for me to watch creators on YouTube than it is watching those ESPN shows. But I did catch, just because I was down here getting ready for the show, I did catch that he picked Notre Dame for this game, which was obviously no surprise. I don't think I've ever heard him pick Ohio State. Again, not that I watch, but I used to. And I'm sure he's not happy. The funny thing is listening to them pretend like they're happy, like laugh about it and say, oh, that's great. You know, like now we can say we're the man. Shut up. You're not happy about this. You're not happy about this whatsoever. Buckeye wants to know if anybody else muted it at halftime because of Saban and Desmond. Look, BC says phony LeBron. You can't be a Cowboy fan and a Bucks fan and a what else? A Yankees fan as well. Jake, what's up? IO, brother. Thanks for popping in. Bucks going to the White House. Hell yeah. Yeah, halftime is going to be longer than this game, bro. Troy said, as long as she doesn't call me Nick, I'm all good. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you. Buckeyes early prediction in the chat was 42-14. That's good. Look, I told you the rules. I got to read it out loud or it doesn't count. If I don't read it and write it down, then it's not a real prediction, right? I mean, it is a real prediction. It's just not that prediction. Passionate fan base, the most passionate fan base. And the thing is, like, let's keep in mind, man, Ryan Day knew what he was getting into with this fan base. He knew what he was getting into nationally. Like he watched the way it turned on Urban Meyer at the end of his career. Like that's his boss. He saw all that, right? Like it was pretty, it got kind of ugly there at the end. Will 14-15, man. It's amazing. Freeman is shell shocked. The way he said that, we just got to relax. Like it sounded like he needed to relax. Yeah, well, I mean, this Notre Dame team is built to do what they did in the first quarter. They're built to hang around and keep it close and sneak up and win it in the end with a pick six, with a special teams touchdown. They've done it all year. They're not built to come from behind. They, their leading wide receiver has 450 yards receiving on the year. I'd say they're borderline incapable against an average team, an average defense of coming from behind. They're not doing it on this defense. Let's keep Jim Knowles also. Let's move his fiance to Ohio. I like that one. Of course, Jay Buck talking about the Oklahoma rumors and his fiance living in Oklahoma and the rumors that he is going to take the Oklahoma defensive coordinator job, which I've been fighting with Oklahoma fans about this. Let me tell you guys, they're a nasty bunch when you piss them off, man. They really are. it's funny that like the last time I dealt with them in any capacity was like Twitter back when Baker Mayfield planted the flag, which they just loved to rub that one in, conveniently forgetting that we had just whooped them the year before at their field, and none of our players did something like that. But, you know, J-Man, thank you for the 5, buddy. Day still needs to go either way. I lived through the Cooper era and it was horrible. Hey, brother, I mean, I respect your opinion. I respectfully disagree. I appreciate the $5. We're 30 minutes away from the national championship, bro. What do you mean? Nancy, thank you for the super chat. Celebrating watching our last game together. And we just got to keep in mind, guys, we got one more half of football and then a very long off season, which I hope you'll enjoy with me. I'll be obviously doing JUCK on Bucks, not as much because there's not as much to talk about, particularly in the first, month and a half or so after the season. So, maybe 3 shows a week. There'll be not as much. There'll be some more general college football news, which I'll do a lot of that over at JUCK on CFB. So if you want to catch me over there, feel free to check out JUCK on CFB, where I'll be putting out more national college football stuff. But of course, I'll still be doing, anytime there's something going on with the Buckeyes, I'll be on it. Kev Mack, what's up, brother? Thanks for popping in, buddy. Yeah, Ken's got this right. Notre Dame gets to keep all their bowl money to themselves, which is, a huge chunk of change. Ohio State or Georgia in the Peach Bowl or Penn State in the Orange Bowl splits it with the entire conference. Even the lowly bums of the conference always get that money every year. And this has always been the case, which is why I've always been so irritated at the lowly schools in the Big Ten that don't reinvest that in football. And that's always irritated me. What we're seeing now in the Big Ten is those lowly schools of the Big Ten are starting to invest that in football. And it makes me really happy. It makes the conference way more fun. But yeah, Notre Dame gets it all themselves. Not like they were low on cash anyway. JR is about to start the narrative that Will Howard is the best national championship quarterback since Joe Burrow. Abby, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. $20. Appreciate you, my guy. 30 minutes to the promised land. Appreciate this season 1 with you, JUCK. And here's to many more. Go Bucks. Appreciate you, bro. I'm with you, Paul. It's okay for Des not to pick Ohio State. It's just his dumb takes. Yeah, I'm with you, John. I love YouTube. Nothing better than keeping $1 out of the hands of Hollywood and the networks. I just, I find for instance, every time Ohio State plays a team that we haven't played before, we don't usually play, I go try to find someone that does what I do on their network. And usually you're going to get a whole lot better breakdown of what's really going on with the program, how everybody around the program is really feeling about them, than listening to the bozos on ESPN. They read stats and run with stupid narratives. Sage hates when they interrupt the commercials with the damn game. Emily said, why is Travis Scott on the roof? If I knew who that was, I would probably tell you. I don't know. Oh, yo, Zach D. What's up, cuz? Go Bucks. Enjoying it down in South Carolina. Oklahoma fans found my guy JR too. Claim they were a top 25 this year? This if 2024? They were 7-5, right? Yeah, Troy. I always for some reason had the opinion that they were some of the interactions they've had, I don't know. I just kind of felt like they were kind of like Nebraska fans, and I always kind of felt bad for them because and we're up over 1,000 folks in the chat, man. You guys are awesome. 1,000 people viewing. Not too many times I've eclipsed that number. So thanks for popping in, guys. But please hit the like button, by the way. I've always felt bad for them because in public perception, people view their rival, Texas, in a much higher light, like in college football history, from a historical perspective, from a winning perspective, from a national championship perspective. And it's just not true. I'm looking at an Oklahoma banner right here. 7 national championships. Texas has 4. You're probably wondering why I have an Oklahoma banner right there. I actually have Michigan State, LSU, Clemson, Oklahoma, Penn State, Nebraska, Washington, Auburn, Alabama, Ole Miss, Tennessee, Clemson, Georgia, Texas. Or you guys should see the rest of the place. It's a college football mecca down here. Maybe I'll show you the other sides someday. Ken says, guys, I'm going to say this no matter what the score is, probably said it 100 times already. I miss our seniors already. Sad to see them go. They deserve all the love and respect they receive. 100% correct, man. These guys have been awesome. The fact that they came back alone was amazing. Got the bot, guys. Here we go. Dick Buck, what's up, brother? We got a fair catch as the Buckeyes come out in the second half with the ball. Let's go get it. Middle son Carmen says, JR Rankings has a point. The quarterbacks to win a natty since Burrow were Stetson Bennett times 2, JJ McCarthy, and Mac Jones. I think you're right, son. Here we go. Back at it again. They're coming. They're coming. Will gets it out. Oh, broken up by the Irish. What are we talking about, Mr. Ohio? What interview? Walked out over what? I missed what you're talking about here. 2nd and 10 for the Bucks. Quinshon's got an angle. He's got an alley. He's gone. Go, 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 go. To the 5-yard line. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? Yes. Quinshon just went over 1,000 yards, too, by the way, I believe. Yeah, he did. Quinshon just went over 1,000 yards on the season with that run right there. Hell yes, dude. Oh, my God. No, he doesn't have that top gear, but Bucks got a shot to go up 28-7 here to start off the second half. Molly McGrath saying that Marcus's message to the team was you cannot be timid. They're certainly not timid. It's tough, man. I don't know what you say when you're clearly outclassed. These guys, they're not as good as Texas. They're not as good as Oregon. KC says, I think Riley Leonard hasn't recovered emotionally or physically from that first drive. You know, it's a good point. I mean, he was beat up. They shouldn't have run him that many times, but I just don't know what else they do. Here we go. First and goal. From the 5, back to Quinshon. Gets about a yard. Will in the pistol with Trey behind him on second and goal. Will's going to keep it down to the 1. Keep it again. Keep it again. To Quinshon. Touchdown, Bucks. 28-7. Was that 4 plays? Quinshon showing out tonight. Just like that. Let's go, baby. Two backs over 1,000 yards. Gotta love that. That hasn't happened since Braxton Miller and Carlos Hyde. Only the third time it's happened. Archie Griffin and Pete Johnson did it. Braxton and Los. And now Quinshon and Trey. Now, Quinshon and Trey, a couple more games. You know, I got a ton of respect for Marcus. I do. I feel bad for him here. There's nothing he can do. This team is just cooking, man. They're cooking, dude. We're about to win a national championship. That was like a hot knife through butter right there. Hot knife through butter. Let's have a look-see at our statistics here and see where we're at. Ohio State now averaging 7.4 yards a carry, 162 yards on the ground, 144 yards passing. Notre Dame, 47 yards rushing, 46 yards passing. They're averaging less than 3 yards a carry. And honestly, they can't carry it anymore. That's cooked. 5.1 yards a pass. Riley Leonard's 5 for 9. He's a bit beat up. And this, you know, I'm trying not to get ahead of myself, but a huge possession here for Notre Dame. a possession that if they don't score here, like the route's on, man. I mean, you could already maybe say that. I'm trying to not get ahead of myself here. Let's go, dude. All right, we're synced up, brother. I'm happy we're synced up. There we go. That's all you got to do if you're ahead. Just pause a quick second. Lanny's over here waking up his neighbor. Your neighbors should be up. I don't know. Maybe you're not in Ohio. Curse Designs, what's up, buddy? Curse Designs says Marcus Freeman looks like Dan Lanning did, beaten up and shell-shocked. All the college football coaches we beat are going to have to form a survivors group for PTSD. And another bot would get rid of him. Dago, what's up, brother? Ryan Day, national championship winner. All those he will never tweets getting deleted. Ryan Day about to join the most exclusive group in college football with Kirby Smart and Dabo Swinney as a national championship winning coach. And this team in this playoff run looks exactly, yeah, Ted, that's going to happen, man. We're all at different points. If I'm behind you, all you got to do if you want to sync up is pause it for a couple of, 30 seconds or so or a minute, and then we'll be synced up if you care about that. If not, I'm live as fast as I can be. But this playoff run, and I still say that possession 2, 3, and 4 in the Texas game, the route was about to be on. Bucks scoring 2 of those possessions if they don't give it away with penalties. This has been amazing. And we're going to see teams win 4 games to win the playoffs moving forward. We're going to see it a lot. We're not going to see 4 teams of this caliber. Historical relevance this good, Tennessee, Texas, and Oregon, and Notre Dame. We're not going to see it like that. And we're not going to see a team just smack 3 of them. Coach Carlos Lachlan sitting with his boys, the Lock Boys. What a great running back coach addition he's been. Riley Leonard, with pressure, throws it into the ground. The way these running backs have run this year with a patchwork offensive line, they run harder. They've just been great. We look at the young backfield next year, and I feel very confident with him running the room, bringing in transfer C.J. Donaldson from West Virginia, who I don't think Irish run it on 2nd and 10, get a couple of yards. I don't think C.J. Donaldson's going to be a huge addition to the offense. He'll be a good goal line back. I think we'll see a lot of James Peoples kind of being the number 1, along with Bo Jackson and Isaiah West. And I'm happy that he got his dudes. Brought in 3 studs, the 2 of them, Turbo Rogers. A huge addition, a great hire by Ryan Day. 3rd and 8 for the Irish. Jack's coming. They complete it. Beautiful tackle, and they'll be stopped short. They're going to go for it. No, he's going to punt it. Marcus is going to punt it. Oh, wow. I don't agree with this if I'm him or a Notre Dame fan. They're faking it. Incomplete, but a better pass that is complete, and that was really bad that they weren't all over that. At any rate, Bucks get the ball back, poised to score another touchdown, and lock this up. I'm happy that he had the stones to go for that, to be honest. I really am. Sean, thank you so much. Sean gifted somebody a membership. Appreciate that, buddy. DeMarcus, thank you, brother. We're about to do this. It's 28-7. Buckeyes ball. 11:18 left in the third. There is a lot of time left in this game. Travion Henderson with the ball makes a man miss when he shouldn't have and nobody else would have, and turns a nothing into a something with a 4-yard gain. He's still got all that juice in his step. Oh my gosh. The band is playing neck. Are you kidding me? Yeah, the band was playing neck. That's crazy. Okay. Back to Trey again. No, Will keeps it on the option. Will with a first down to the 20 as the Bucks try to punch another one in. Let's go, dude. 10:30 left in the third quarter. Man, somebody wipe that kid's face for him. Go back to Trey. Trey, oh, he almost gets the outside. Still gets about 3-4 yards. I'd like to know where Malik Zaire is. Oh, no, it's coming back. It's completed to Emeka. He'll get about 8 yards, but I think we got a hold. Damn it. There were some really confident Notre Dame fans this week. I would love to know how in the hell they could have been. Second and 17. I don't like the play call. Hand off to Travion for no gain. You want to at least get into decent field goal range here. Get another score on the board, and this is cooked. Matt, thank you so much, buddy. Matt with the $5. Psyched to sip a bourbon the rest of the way out and celebrate. My man. Be about a 46-yard field goal if the Bucks pick up no yardage here. Will drops back and he'll go long. Oh my gosh. Just out of Carnell Tate's reach. And here we go. A 46-yard attempt with no pressure coming up for our man, Jaden Fielding. Can he do it with no pressure? I mean, it is a national championship game, but there's not a lot of pressure here. Yes. Did you see how high that hit up on the net? Try to tell you guys, this dude's got a leg for real. 31-7 Buckeyes. Josh said, screw it, I'm playing defense. Our man Keita, thanks so much for the super chat, brother. Officiating was a concern coming in, but it's been reasonable. I love your channel, Juck. Thanks for a great year of episodes. Thank you for watching, man. Appreciate you for all your support. You guys have been awesome. You've made this a ton of fun for me. It was a really difficult thing to push myself to do. And as soon as I did it, I knew I wasn't going to regret it because of all the support I got from fellow Buckeyes. I look at the growth I've made, just not the growth of the channel, but the in front of the camera. It was really, really tough. It was really rough, but I feel very, very normal now, very natural doing it. So it's awesome. Close one there. Scared the heck out of Buckeye 70. The dude is he's got a leg, man. He's got a leg. Still no punts tonight. BTA, says Emily. If you know, you know, right, Em? Gary says, looks like Kelly's going to run the bleed the clock instead of keeping the foot on the gas. I'd like to see 50. I would have liked to see 56-7. I would have. That would have been awesome. But at this point, I'm ready to get this puppy over as fast as possible myself. I shouldn't have any anxiety, but I still do. Mateo says, after that lopsided loss to Alabama in 21 and the heartbreaking loss to Georgia, this feels so good. Chase on the season. This has been an amazing roller coaster ride of a season. Thanks for making it better with all your content, Chuck. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. It really has been an unbelievable roller coaster. And the way it ended, amazing. This team will be we did the question last week, the episode. How would we remember this senior class if they didn't win at all? Don't need to worry about it, man. They're going out legends. These dudes came back to win a national championship. They're about to do it. I feel you. I still feel the nerves myself. I shouldn't. It's 31-7, and I know these guys aren't capable of doing this, but I still feel it too. From the 25 go the Irish. 7:52 left, still in the third quarter, 31-7. Riley Leonard's going to run the ball, take another smacking. Caden Curry gives him a little extra gusto at the end there. Caden Curry will come in next year, his final year as a starter. Opposite side of Kenyatta Jackson. And they're in the game together right now. Next year's starting defensive ends in the game. Completion for a first down. Of course, we'll talk about next year's roster as early as next week. I got a lot of thoughts on it. Some of the position battles are way too early. Leonard throws, complete again. Just short of another first down. And it was a first down. So a first down for the Irish, 6:15 left in the third. They'll run the ball for about 1 yard. Cody steps up and lays the wood. Zach got way too excited for that field goal. Me too. $5:37. Yes. Sonny Styles on the blitz takes down Riley, and that's a drive killer there. Big sack for Sonny and a big play for Sonny in a national championship game. You always love to have at least one big one. I tell you what, Riley Leonard is a tough dude. He is a tough dude. He's been punished. 3rd and 19 for the Irish. Here we go. Kenyatta gets to him. Oh my gosh. Almost completed it, and a flag comes in. Igbinosun. Get him out. Just totally wraps him up around the waist, man. This guy, dude. And then proud of himself after the play. He's so frustrating. Completed for the Irish. 4:42 left in the quarter. My patience is just worn thin for IGB. Brian, thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. Let's bring this home. Go Bucks. Love the show, Juck. I don't comment much, but watch the show regularly. Man, I really appreciate you popping in. Letting me know. Sometimes I wonder, I see the views and I don't see the corresponding comments. Where is everybody? There you are. Thanks for popping in, man. Appreciate you. William Wise. Thank you, William. Jesus won versus touchdown Jesus. No losers. But Chuck, you're a winner. Thanks for everything. What a season. Thank you, William. What a season, man. 3:58 left in the third. 3rd and 1 for the Irish. 31-7 Buckeyes. Riley will convert the first down to the Buckeye 35. You know, this is an exciting point, though, Buckeye 70. Yeah, I'm going to miss all these guys, too, but I always love a draft that's got a lot of Buckeyes going. Like last year's draft sucked for Buckeyes. We had nobody leaving, you know? Cade, Tommy, Marv, and Who the hell else? This year, we got a ton. We got a ton of excitement. We got a ton to look forward to in the draft. We got a ton of new Buckeyes flooding the NFL. And that's going to be a ton of fun to watch. Also, we got the Senior Bowl coming in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, completed by Riley Leonard. Uh-oh. Great House gets free. He's going to score a touchdown. Damn it. All kept alive by a stupid penalty. City Styles. Adego remembers that segment. There we go. Mad Scientist does look pretty chill in the booth. Nancy says number one's killing her. Yeah, man, that kid. They were just bragging on him the other day in an article I saw about putting on the oven mitts for practice because he has such a hard time with grabbing. The funny thing is he didn't even use his hands on that one as the Irish convert a 2-point conversion. He didn't even use his hands. He just wrapped his whole arms around his waist. 31-15 Buckeyes, 3 minutes left. Now let's go score a damn touchdown. Mark is coaching his butt off still, which you love to see. I really got, usually when the Buckeyes play a team in a big game like this, I have a lot of ill will for the other program. I just don't have any for Notre Dame. I really don't. Paul says it wouldn't be an OSU game without an IGB penalty. Pass interference. You're absolutely right. I just saw the other day that Rudy came out in 1993. Oh my gosh, that made me feel old. I couldn't believe it. 93. Thanks, Terry. Appreciate you, buddy. Oh, geez. Sorry. Forgot Mike Hall Jr. Somebody else, too. I know I'm forgetting somebody else. Yeah, I hate seeing the exodus of players. It sucks, but there always is that consolation that we get to see, where they go and who's going to what team, and then next year's NFL schedule. You get to kind of follow along, which I always do enjoy. And the Buckeyes are also potentially going to tie that record for most drafted players as well, which that's cool. Winning a national championship helps that cause. It always helps those fringe guys. We got the battle that always happens when IGB commits a penalty or Denzel blows a coverage. Matthews is better than both of them. Chow Mein, thank you so much for the short, brother. I have your Jack touchdown short saved and watched it 20 times this week. I was running down the icy streets in my bare feet screaming after that play. What a play, man. I got to tell you, I look goofy in that short. I know that I do, but catching that on film just for myself to have that saved. And now that this going to end in a national championship, I'm really happy that I had a camera on my face for that moment. Really happy. You think, Chris? You think Freeman wants to be the head coach at Ohio State? Man, I don't get that vibe at all. Oh, boy. Would anyone trade an Addy for a T-ton win? King Moss would not. I'm sure at some point I'll put out a little poll and we'll see, because, there was a lot of people who heading into the season, it was win the game, win an Addy. Which do you want more? Is it different by year? And I got to admit, like this particular year, man, I wanted that one bad. When it's all said and done, after seeing this the way we've seen it, I don't know that anybody, even if they said that before the season, could possibly stick with it after watching this crazy run. Like, this has been historic in American sports, to see how down in the crazy media coverage, the media that first attacked Ryan Day for being a stone cold loser after losing that game, and then saw that Ohio State fans were also doing that and decided to turn their ire onto the fan base. And I watched back Ryan Day's press conference after the game today, and immediately after the game today, the short one, and then the following press conference on Tuesday. The difference between those two, where he defends his game plan, and then on Tuesday he admits it and the mistakes that he made that were obvious during the game, and it's just like he couldn't see it during the game. He couldn't even see it after the game. But that 2.5 week period to this crescendo ending tonight, that's going to end in an Ohio State national championship. This is a unique one. This is one that can't be duplicated. It'll never be duplicated. This is unique. Incredibly unique. And who the hell would trade it now that we've seen it play out? I don't know that anybody would. To beat a bad Michigan team, you'd trade this over? I wouldn't. No, not a chance. Not a chance in hell. We've had so many near misses in national championships. And to cash them in is so hard, man. The third one of these I've seen in my life. I'm 45 years old. I don't know how many Michigan wins I've seen, but it's in the 20s. Couldn't give you the exact number. Stephanie thinks we need to score here. It could get dicey. Here we go. Completion on first down to the man Mech, who's having himself one heck of a night in his final night in a Buckeye uniform. Oh, Cousin Danny. Cousin Danny says Freeman's done an amazing job at Notre Dame. With that said, what a roller coaster of a Buckeyes season that ends amazingly. Here we go. 2nd and 3. 2:31 left in the third. Will Howard's going to keep it, and he's going to be dropped about a half a yard short of the first down. Bucks really are going to want to get some momentum going here on this drive, but at the same time, keep running this clock. Technically just a 2-score game, as Ohio State up by 16 right now. They're lined up for the tush push, and they'll get it easily because they've not failed at it all year. It's 100%. They've never not gotten it. 100%. Just what made me so mad against Texas on a 3rd and less than 1 when they decided to toss it out to Quinshawn. Gosh, Brutus, I'm with you. That 2006 game was brutal. Buckeyes will run it with Trey. 3 yards on first down. 1:06 left. Will Howard looks locked in, man. These dudes are in it. Let's go. The pass. Throws it away. Heat was coming. It'll be 3rd and 8. Flag. Oh, no. They got themselves a 15-yarder. Roughing the passer. I got to see a replay here. Oh, come on, dummy. What are you doing? That was so stupid. He did it. He followed through. Yeah, it was stupid. Was about to be 3rd and 8, man. Will played dead. He sure did. Trey on the rush. Couple of yards on first down. Here we go. 3rd quarter over. We'll take a commercial break here. And guys, I've got to run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. All right, we're back, guys. Sorry about that. Oh. It's a long time to sit. 2:45 we've been here. 2:45. 1,150 folks on the stream. That's my all-time record. Thanks, guys. You want to know what the second highest total was? You're not going to believe it. The national championship, David Sanders Jr., his announcement. David Sanders Jr.'s announcement was the second biggest audience we ever had, which is wild. That was a big one. Dave's got a feeling we're about to pop a big one, man, and we need it. Let's go. Four's up, baby. Crack that beer. I'm a Diet Pepsi guy, bro. Diet Pepsi guy. So I'm gonna pop off here after the game. I don't know if I'll do the post game show tonight. I'll probably record something something short, but the thing is, the post game show is not really, the thing when Ohio State blows somebody out, it's like recapping the actual game it's quick. The next show will be about the season. Strayer, thank you so much. Strayer gifted somebody a JUCK on Bucks membership. Appreciate that so much, bud. Yeah, everywhere I post it out to shows up on my account. I don't have where it's broken down. I just have the one total number. All right, 2nd and 8 for the Bucks. Oh my gosh, Chip just hit him with something special, and Emeka get the first down and more. What a run by Mech. He was down. Ball comes out, but he was down. Notre Dame really fired up about it. Okay. The referees have pointed the ball to Notre Dame's direction, and we got to see this replay. I think he was definitely down. Oh, no, it was out. Notre Dame's ball. Wow. An excellent play. Damn it. At least he got a good chunk of yardage on it to put it over on their side of the field. Well, hey, it was a hell of a play call. We got a whole 4th quarter left. Notre Dame takes over down by 16 from their own 20. Here we go. Great tackle by Downs. Gain of 1. Beautifully read. Perfectly executed. That dude's such a bad dude, man. 2nd and 9 for the Irish. Leonard buying time. He'll throw it away. It'll be 3rd and 9 for the Irish. Everybody's nervous. Nancy's nervous. Stephanie's nervous. It's 3rd and 9. Riley unloads. First down across the 50. Got him on Cody. Damn it. First down across the 50 for Notre Dame. 13:40 left in the game. Leonard seeing Ghost back there. Throws it away. Flag on the play. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Not again, man. I said get this dude out of the game, man. This is insane, this guy. IGB. Obviously holding, and he just doesn't even get it. He doesn't even get it. It was a penalty like 3 times. Notre Dame with the screen, and it is blown up by Cody Simon. Penalty factory. Yeah, he sure is, man. He sure is. 2nd and 14 for Notre Dame. Trips right. Leonard running all the way, and he won't gain a lick as Jack hits him quick. 3rd and long coming up. Third and 12 from the 40. Leonard throws. It's complete. That'll bring up 4th and 5. Huge play coming up. Mitchell Evans, one heck of a tight end, man. That's an Ohio football player for you. Leonard to throw, complete to Greathouse for another first down, tackled by Lorenzo Styles. Notre Dame with another first down conversion, and they are down to the 22-yard line. Another completion for a gain of 6 to Greathouse. IGB on the coverage. Second and 4 for the Irish. Leonard goes to the end zone. Flag is out. Penalty on Caleb Downs. Don't see that one often. Buckeyes now up to 5 penalties for 53 yards. First and goal. Riley Leonard running all the way, and he won't go anywhere. Kenyatta Jackson. Second and goal. We're under 10 minutes left in the game. They lost a yard on that one. They're now at the 9-yard line. Leonard to pass. Throws it up. No, sir. Third and goal from the 9 coming up. As this Buckeye defense looks to make another goal-to-go situation stand here. ND is gritty. We knew that. Got to hold him here. Third and goal. Leonard with the snap. Got pressure. Incomplete. It'll be fourth and goal from the 9. Pretty similar to the situation we just saw on Jack's scoop and score last week. IGB has eliminated all his fandom out of me. Please put Matthews in. Whoa! They're kicking a field goal here. It's a 2-score game, and they kicked a field goal and missed. Oh, wow, man. Like, I didn't agree with the decision in the first place. It was still a 2-score game. But, man, to miss it. Yeah, wow. Dave, I don't know. It was still a 2-score game. I mean, you did need 2 scores and 2-point conversions, but there's 9 minutes left. And I don't know, man. I don't like it, but I like it. I like it. Here we go. Bucks get the ball back from the 10. And that was a really loud clang. That's a good point. It was a very loud doing, Brutus. Very, very loud one. Let's get some damn clock off, or some time off this clock. Get a couple of first downs here. Get the celebration started, man. This is, I feel like we've added a lot of extra stress that we didn't need to have in this game. Back to check on our stats page here. Will Howard, 16 for 19 for 175 and 2 touchdowns. Ohio State has now rushed for 185 yards. That might be the most they've rushed for this postseason, maybe? I don't know. Check that Oregon game. That's a lot of rushing yards. Quinshawn with 88, Trey with 49. Now, Quinshawn, he's gone over 1,000 yards. Looks like Trey needs another, I think, 10 to 12 yards to get over that 1,000-yard mark on the season. Emeka at 64 yards. Another 30 yards, and Emeka becomes the all-time leading receiving yards wide receiver in Ohio State history. Already set the receptions. Riley Leonard, 15 of 24 for 158. Sure starting to feel like more than that. He's carried the ball 16 times for just 42 yards. Notre Dame as a team has averaged just 2.2 yards a carry. This is honestly like as bad as it's felt here recently. This is a dominant line by the defense here. Notre Dame with just over 200 total yards, just 2.2 yards a carry. But that's been the difference here recently. Jordan Greathouse, 4 for 81. Carnell Tate, 2 receptions. Jeremiah Smith, 4 receptions. Sure felt like more. Mr. Ohio says Shane Gillis's dad might be having a heart attack. Shane Gillis is drunk crying somewhere. Judkins had his breakout playoff game. Yeah, man. Let's see if he can cap it off. 31-15 Buckeyes, 9:27 left in the game. 2 Judkins for no gain. And man, it's not the time to turtle up and do absolutely nothing here. Buckeyes snap it with 5 seconds left. Will run it. First down and a couple more. Beautiful. Going to be 8 minutes when we snap it here on first down. Z-Build, this prediction stands here. Mech with the touchdown down the seam to break the record on this drive. That'll stand for a Buckeyes shirt should it happen. Let's hope it does. 1st and 10. Quinshawn up the gut for about 3.5. We are now under 8 minutes, 31-15 Buckeyes. Notre Dame's team total was 17 heading into this game. Ohio State, their 5 most difficult opponents of the year, has only averaged 16 points combined against the Buckeye defense. Generationally historic, wonderful defense. The pitch to Quinshawn, he'll get another tough 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 3 coming up here, under 7 minutes when they snap it. So, generationally good Buckeye defense we've seen this year. They've just been, since the Oregon game, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. This Notre Dame offense has been really good, but like I said in yesterday's show, snap to Will on 3rd. Oh, and a poor throw to Jeremiah. And the Bucks will have to punt it back. This Notre Dame offense just scored 1 offensive touchdown against Georgia in that 23-10 win they had against Georgia. That offensive touchdown came when they recovered a fumble at the 12-yard line. Notre Dame on the return. You get about 10 yards here. And the offense will come out with 6:25 left, down by 16. 2 scores, 2 2-point conversions. Nick C. lobbying for the Cleveland Browns to draft Will Howard. Montana said he called it. Will was going to be a beast for the Buckeyes. There was so much hate about Will. I liked it, man. I liked it. That was the first poor pass from Will right there. That should have been a first down. William, a.k.a. Bill, a.k.a. Will Howard, is a player that'll never be appreciated or recognized for all he's done and accomplished in the name of Ohio State. The real ones know. The real ones know, Ken. Julian saying next. Nancy would love to see Will playing for the Browns. Ryan's already trying to move IGB to a new position. Honestly, I don't think he'd be bad. He lays the wood. Not afraid to tackle. He likes to tackle. You know, Denzel Burke and IGB in the run game this year have both been awesome. Really. We do talk a lot about, Matthews getting playing time, and a lot of people have wanted Matthews over Burke at times this year, over IGB at times this year. He's nowhere near as good as the two of them in the run game. It is kind of funny, though, when we talk about this defense and the things that don't go right. I mean, we are so nitpicking. These guys have been number one, and they're number one in almost every category. Just generationally good, ridiculously good. When we look back a couple years ago, Knowles has been great, man. He has been great. Here we go. 6:25 left in the game. Notre Dame down by 16 with the ball from their own 20. Bucks bring them. Wow. A great play by Leonard. Sidesteps the rush and completes it for about 13 yards and a first down. Leonard on first. Another completion to Mitchell Evans for about 4. Stop the clock out of bounds right on the dot at 6 minutes. Never mind clock running. Second and 6. Ooh, another completion up the gut. Mitchell Evans all the way down to the 30-yard line. Son of a gun, man. Keep trying to tell you guys that's an Ohio football player right there, number 88. Five minutes left in the game. Leonard with pressure from JT, and he's going to get him. Another sack in the postseason for JT. And that ankle is hurting him. And he's still in there making plays. Wow. Getting held like crazy, too. JT down. He's just sore, man. He's sore as hell right now. Leaving it all out there, isn't he? You know, it's difficult, Zach. Zach says, I think our Buckeyes got in foot off the gas celebration mode a little early. And it makes you feel a different way, I guess, out there. You know, I mean, it made us feel the same way. Like everything was kind of rolling your way. You know, these guys aren't built to come back. They've done a damn good job of it. They really have. Kevin says, IGB looks so foolish when he holds like that. Let's be real. What looks foolish is when he holds like that, and then he acts all indignant that he got called for it. Like, that's what looks foolish to me. No, he really might be a dog at safety. Yeah, I'm kind of with you guys. Go off juice. The holding is out of control, man. It really is. It's so disturbing. I mean, I understand it is something you could call on every play. If you really got technical with it, you could. But the line of when they call it and when they don't seems to be much different on the Ohio State side than anybody else. And I think the stats bear that out. It's very obnoxious. Richie Dubs, it is in fact Kenyatta time. Kenyatta and Curry, man, two dudes who have really waited their turn, and it's time. People talk about guys like that, you know, in the future, you're not going to be able to have a Kenyatta or a Curry sit and wait till they're seniors. And I agree. However, in that scenario, you're going to do a lot more to get them on the field. They've been able to have the luxury of, I haven't liked the way they've done it, but whatever. They did what they did. I just think that there is a way to keep that much talent on the roster. You just got to be better about playing them all. Here we go. 2nd and 12, 4:44. Irish at the Buckeye 34-yard line. Leonard gets it out quick. Boom. Denzel Burke showing what he does. We're under 4.5 minutes in the ball game for the national championship. Riley Leonard uncorks it long, and he is getting held, and he catches it anyway. Touchdown Notre Dame to Jaden Greathouse. They'll need the 2-point conversion, a huge 2-point conversion coming up. If they make it, it's a 1-score ball game. If they don't, it's still a 2-score ball game. Can we see the replay? No? No. Apparently not. They want to show us his mom. 2-point conversion attempt coming up. No! Little trickery, wide open in the back of the end zone. And it is a 1-score ball game with 4 minutes left. Notre Dame with all their timeouts. I mean, this is officially a football game, full-on football game here. Jordan Hancock was just ripping his arm. I mean, that was a first down and a flag, but he was beat. There was nothing else he could do but grab. Unfortunately, he didn't grab good enough. Time to score. Here we go, man. Hey, it's a national championship game. Here we go. Jack almost blew that play up. Almost. So close. The linebacker lounge in South Bend, Indiana, going nuts as their Irish have fought all the way back. And you got to think, if you're a Notre Dame fan, I mean, this is a great feeling from feeling like you're about to get blown out to making this a 1-score game with 4 minutes left in the fourth. Are they going to try an onside? I wouldn't think so. They'll squib it. Trey, what are you doing, dude? What the hell was that? Trey did not want that smoke, man. All right, 4-10. Buckeyes up by 8 with the ball. National championship at stake. Under center. That was a run all the way, and Quinshawn will get 4 yards out of it. Well, 3 yards. Bucks will snap the ball at about 3:35-ish. 2nd and 7. Will's going to keep it all the way. Will's going to cut it outside. He's got the edge. First down, Buckeyes. Okay. Had to get that first one big time. Way to secure that ball. Let's go. Chat is not happy with what they feel is a fake injury by Jordan Clark, Ryan Clark of ESPN's son. "23 seconds left on the play clock. 16. Why are we snapping it with 15 left on the play clock? Well, what is the point of that? 15 seconds left on the play clock, they snap the ball. I have no idea why you would do that. Pat Gurd whiffs on his block, man. That makes absolutely no sense. No sense, Richie. You're trying to eat this clock, and you just gave them 17 seconds. Second and 10, 2:49 left. Notre Dame still with 2 timeouts. Will running it all the way again. He'll get nothing. He'll lose a yard. 2 in a row. Let's hope they go ahead and use the whole play clock this time. What are you doing? What? You give him 17 seconds, and then you're going to run into that? With the most accurate quarterback in college football. I don't know, man. Somebody get Day a bump. Dave is of the opinion that Day is overruling things here, which I think might make sense. It's 3rd and 11, 2:45. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Snapped it with 8. Will goes long. He's got JJ. He's got JJ down to the 10. Yes. Yes. That kind of felt a little holy Buckeye-ish right there. Yes. That was a wild play. Wow. That was so wild. Stones, baby. Big old swinging stones on that one, man. The 2-minute warning is here. Buckeyes up by 8, 1st and goal. Notre Dame fought their butts off to get back in this with a little help from their friends, but wow. Wow. Dude, are you kidding me? Yeah, I'm with you, Jeff. That felt a little holy Buckeye-ish for sure. I feel like they did that the hard way there, to be honest with you. Didn't it feel like the hard? I mean, it was worth it. That was a hell of a moment we just had right there. But man, it is this the longest game in history or 7:30 to 10? It's not really. We're at about 3 hours and 20 minutes, maybe. Feels like the longest game in history. Well, let's see. All right, the stream's only been going on 3:27, and the game didn't start till we were in minute like 15. So, yeah, it's not the longest game in history. It sure feels like it to me. I don't know how these guys got back in this game, dude. Gosh. I have to watch this puppy back tomorrow morning. Yeah, playing with the food, giving us all a heart attack. Don B says they show LeBron more than Taylor Swift. No, man, he don't come to games. He comes to big games to be on TV. Wear his hat. Here we go. Buckeyes in the eye. Think they had a false start there. That's great. Chow Mein, thank you so much, bud. What a time to go man up with no safety support. They thought there was no chance Bucks were throwing that ball. Never forget that catch. That's for damn sure. Judkins for a yard. Notre Dame will call their last timeout with 1:53. Here we go. Gosh, when JJ gets in stride, it looks so beautiful when he's in full stride. That was a great throw. That was a throw that Will was not making early in the year. He's improved. Yeah, they had to give us a heart attack. I mean, it should have been like this, guys. It should have been. It's a national championship. Come on, come on. Here we go. Second and goal. Will up the gut. Minute 13, Bucks will take a delay of game. Call a timeout. Here we go. Come on, man. Let's get this thing over with. Day in those bags. Yes, the Irish are out of timeouts. They can't stop it again. 31-23, no touchdowns, Irish. They're down by 8. Minute 13. Will Howard to Jeremiah Smith. After they had just run Will Howard twice for no gain. That was just out of nowhere. Didn't see that one coming. And the longest game ever continues. A minute 13. 20 seconds on the play clock. Here we go. Will in the pistol with Travion behind him. Will keep it. Lose a couple of yards. Minute 6, 37 on the play clock. Will's all smiles. Luke Montgomery in the game, and he has played his butt off throughout this run. Really happy for that kid, man. Guy that we thought was going to be the starting right guard in spring. Was the starting right guard for 11 of those 12 spring practices and then lost it for some reason. Works his way back into the lineup at the end of the year in the rotation. Buckeye sidelines ready to blow. Notre Dame fought their guts out. 29 seconds left. Jaden Fielding hit the bomb earlier from 46. To make it an 11-point game, he comes on the field to cement the national championship for the Buckeyes. Buckeyes win the national championship. That sucker looked like it was hooking, like it was hooking back out, didn't it? Wow. Ryan Day did it. These Buckeyes did it. Look at that. B.I. B.I. is the one that goes and daps up the kicker, man. That kid's awesome. .26 seconds left, and the Bucks will kick off. They better not send us to commercial. Ryan Day is about to join Kirby Smart and Dabo Swinney as the only active coaches with a national championship. Ohio State going to win their 9th national championship in program history, the first since 2014. We've had so many opportunities from 14 to 24. In this team that came back, natty or bust, they nattied. The Ohio State Buckeyes, the 2024 national champions, they did it, guys. They did it. Game's over. Celebration begins. Ryan Day gets doused, and the Buckeyes win it all. National champs. Natty! Let's go! That's what I'm talking about! Unbelievable, man. Could not have been happier to share it with you guys tonight. They did it. They did it. Thank you, Chow. Appreciate you guys. ND was legit, fought their butts off, no doubt. Bucks got it, baby. Time to celebrate. What a season, man. What a season. Jimmy, thanks, brother. I appreciate you guys so much. I'll be back with the post-game show at some point. I gotta go take this in, man. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. I will catch you guys real soon. Buckeyes, national champions.
OH.
Hey, it's Juck.
Juck. Who is Juck?
Juck on Bucks.
Juck on Bucks. Juck on Bucks.
Juck.
Juck.
Juck on Bucks.
My guy Juck.
Juck on Bucks.
My buddy Juck.
Juck is the Juck.
It's Juck on Bucks.
Okay.
Juck is junk.
The Juckeyes. The
It's
Juckeyes.
Juck on Bucks.
Junk. Juck. Not junk. Juck.